Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV's Northeast Express Bulletin. The State Cabinet has decided to implement inner line permit in Newland, Chumukedima and Dimapur. However, in Dimapur, it has been divided into three categories. During a press conference held at the Secretariat in Kohima, government spokesperson Temjen Imna Along and C.L. John provided updates on the Cabinet's recent decisions with a focus on the implementation of the inner line permit in the three districts. This comes after demands from various quarters amid reports of influx from neighboring Bangladesh. Temjen Imna Along, speaking on ILB decision, emphasized its significance in safeguarding the rights and identities of the indigenous population. The introduction of ILB in these regions is crucial for better regulation of migrants and addressing long-standing concerns about preserving our cultural heritage and demographic balance, said Along. He also elaborated on the categorization of Dimapur residents to streamline the issuance of necessary documentation. This move will ensure clarity and provide documentation such as smart cards, permanent residence certificates and domicile certificates to those eligible, he added. Regarding the modernization of the ILB system, Imna Long highlighted the government's commitment to improving the digital framework for ILB issuance. Students, teachers, technical personnel and business partners investing in the state will be able to apply for ILPs with a longer validity of up to 5 years, easing administrative burdens while promoting regional growth, he stated. Both spokespeople reaffirmed that the government's dedication to balancing development with the protection of local interests.
Today we had a very important cabinet meeting, that is the 11th of September 2024 at 10 a.m. at the Chief Minister's Secretariat, and we invited a press conference with regards to some main decision points made by the Cabinet under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Shri Nephew Rio. One of the most important decisions was, number one, inner line permit to be implemented in Chumukedima, Newland and Dimapur districts. In Dimapur district, the inner line permit, there shall be three categories of residents. No inner line permit will be required for category 1 and 2. Only for category 3, inner line permit will be required. Because we know that there are so many of our non-Naga brothers and sisters living in Dimapur area, especially. Category 1 relates to those individuals who were settled in Dimapur prior to 1st December 1963. The government will work towards providing these individuals with smart card facility with the option to avail permanent residence certificate and domicile certificate. Category 2 relates to those individuals who were settled in Dimapur between 1st December 1963 and 21st November 1979. These individuals will be provided permanent residence certificate with the option to avail domicile certificate. The only category that will not be issued, that will have to have inner line permit is category 3, relates to those individuals who were settled in Dimapur on and beyond the 22nd of November 1979. Those who have settled after the 22nd of November 1979, they will have to avail their inner line permits. The government will be strengthening the digital system for issuance of inner line permit. They may have to minimum go here and there. Instead, digitally, they will be able to procure. The government will facilitate that. Certain categories, such as students, teachers, technical personnel, business partners who are working and investing in the state, etc., will be provided ILP for a longer duration of, say, a maximum of 5 years in a time, renewable again and again, perpetual. So for those categories, for 5 years, they will be given the inner line permit and they can renew it again after that. So all these things will be made available, facilitated through an easy method of digitalization, which will not be very difficult, like to wait for long in lines and all those things. That was deliberated and discussed today at the cabinet.
The Nagaland cabinet has decided not to grant permission for the yatra, citing the protections under Article 371A of the Indian Constitution. This article ensures the protection of religious and social practices of the Nagas, as well as their customary law and procedures. During a press conference held at the Secretariat in Kohima, government spokesperson C.L. John and Timjenim Nalong addressed the cabinet's decision regarding the proposed Gautwach Stapna Bharat Yatra. C.L. John noted that the cabinet had considered the opposition from various civil society organizations, political parties and other groups. In light of these concerns and to maintain public order, the cabinet concluded that the yatra would not be permitted. The Gautwach Stapna Bharat Yatra, a campaign for ban on cow slaughter, was scheduled to reach Kohima on September 28 to hold the program. However, the proposed program was met with strong opposition from various political parties, organizations and the public.
As a government spokesperson, what we have discussed and decided in the cabinet, Survey number 4, I want to highlight in this question on the proposed Gaut Divas Stapna Bharat Yatra. The cabinet highlighted the protection given under the Article 371A to, among other things, to protect religious or social practices of the Nagas and Naga customary law and procedure. The cabinet was apprised of the opposition voiced by various civil society organizations, political parties, etc. The cabinet further decided that in the interest of maintenance of public order, that no permission be granted for the proposed yatra. Ita ahibule thaka guru nasu nakhabule nakatobule itu kotha kobule eta civil society group kohimati ahibo koise. Itu karone aji cabinet te ami khan etu kotha lone kotha korise kele bisi organization civil society aru individual capacities sob etu oporte bisi complaint aha karone amar aji cabinet te kotha korene public one is na as a public representative, as a public servant, ami khan bhi kotha to koblo ulaise. Itu karone ami khan article 371A de protection digine dhaha nisna. Ama khan ki practice kore aise, ami khan la baba baji laga parampara laga law te kotha kore aise, kam kore aise, aru ami khan la religious practice itu hisab te ama khan to boibo. Tahan to naheli phal hobo neki society peace te shanti te thakibo karone koina aji itu kotha cabinet te pass kora kotha apri khan public logote itu kotha janai di ase. Thank you.
Nagaland Tourism and Higher Education Minister Timjenim Nalong on Wednesday clarified on the probe by Mumbai police against him and said that the case pertains to an old issue that happened around 2014 to 15 when he was in Mumbai. He said the issue was related to a dispute in business which was taken to the court. He said that the state leaders are aware of the case and has appealed to people not to come to conclusions as it was a normal affair in business. Mention may be made that it was reported on Tuesday that a special task force of the Mumbai Police's Economic Offences Wing informed the Bombay High Court that it has initiated a preliminary inquiry against Timjenim Nalong. This reportedly came after a court issued during a hearing on a petition filed by Hazel Mercantile Limited, a Mumbai-based company.
My office. I just wanted to take some time, a very short time, to give some statement and clarification on the viral of a case against me in the High Court, in the court in Mumbai. This is pertaining to a very old issue, not during the time of me being in the government or being an elected member at any level. I was in Mumbai those days, and it is pertaining to some business deals that have been done with our friend company called HML in Delhi, in Mumbai. So this has been in the year 2014-15. This was that time. And then after that, a lot of time has elapsed. And due to some disputes, in business there are some disputes, there are some delays and some problems that have come. So me and my friends, we have had some dispute. So they went to the court to mitigate that dispute. So it is a subject matter of the court, which I accepted. I have apprised the my leaders of the day about it, and they know about it very well. So my dear friends, kindly do not take it into conclusion. There will be cases, there will be some problems that until those cases are mitigated. These are just normal affairs of some business dispute which has not been able to be solved. So I will make sure that these problems are solved according to the appeal that has been made in the court. So this is my clarification statement, and I wanted all to know about it. Thank you very much. If any questions, I can take it.
Manipur Governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya on Wednesday left Imphal for Guwahati even as the situation in the state remains tense but under control according to officials. The governor left the state for Guwahati around 10 a.m., officials said, without divulging further details. Acharya is the governor of Assam with additional in charge of Manipur and had assumed office on 30th July this year. On Tuesday night, Acharya met with 11 student representatives after thousands of students defied curfew on Tuesday and clashed with security forces. More than 55 people, including students, security personnel, received minor injuries during stone pelting and shooting marbles from slingshots by protesters. No fresh protests and violence have been reported on Wednesday in Imphal Valley, police said. There have been additional deployment of security forces, more vehicular patrolling and barricading of sensitive areas in the state capital by security forces. The students had been protesting since Monday morning and also had camped the night at market areas of Kwairambam. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Biren Singh, in a post on his social media account, said justice for those killed in drone attacks will be delivered even if it takes time. Singh's statement came even as top cops in the state asserted that drones and trails of sophisticated rockets fired at civilian areas have been recovered. The cops-led IGB operations and IGB administration had assured of full and deep investigation into the drone and rocket attacks. Elsewhere in the Jiribam district, students took out a rally to protest the crackdown on Imphal Valley. Organized by 4 student bodies, including All Manipur Students Union, the students raised slogans denouncing the attacks by Kuki militants and early restoration of peace and removal of DGP Rajiv Singh and security advisor Guldeep Singh for their alleged inability to deal with the attacks by Kuki militants on fringe areas. In another development, Manipur University has informed that all PG and UG exams under the university has been postponed until further orders and official notification informed. It is also said that the rescheduled examination dates will be uploaded soon. Four persons were arrested on Wednesday for assaulting and robbing a person in Morigaon district of Assam. The accused, identified as Ricky Tang Sang, Mustafa Lingdo, Krishanbor Marwin and Shem Warjiri reportedly targeted a Bolero camper proceeding to Nongpo in Meghalaya loaded with fish during the early hours of Wednesday. The assailants attacked the driver and another person in the vehicle. The perpetrators, who came from an Alto and stopped the Bolero at Shangbangla, assaulted the two, forcibly took their mobile phones, cash and fled the scene. Upon receiving the report, a mobile patrolling unit led by SISR Marak, along with another foot patrols and stations, promptly initiated a search operation in the surrounding areas. The Alto was subsequently spotted near Paham CM. SISR Marak and his team pursued the vehicle, intercepting it near the Treasury office. During the operation, Ricky Tangsang was apprehended while Mustafa Lingdo managed to evade capture after a scuffle with SISR Marak and HCI Narlong. With assistance from the SOT team and additional SP crime, Mustafa Lingdo, along with the two other suspects, Ki Marwin and Shem Warjri, were eventually apprehended. The Ripoy police also seized a second vehicle used in the crime, a Baleno without a number plate. The victims and the apprehended suspects have been sent for medical examinations. A formal FIR has been lodged and a case has been registered. The investigation is ongoing and further actions will be taken as necessary.
Hagini ki arlai banai kila bon hagini ki complaints mangiyo kamtam negi driver ba nyamen me pick up negi truck negi bagi don ki brio ki bawan mangiong ki ba le robbery ki wan ki pensage kali kemajong ki show kita nang to bre bagi to ki mobile ka bisa bon ki case register ju ha asam ro du habitual offender hi mamlin mantu de kagara ju menta ngi nang ong manto ket mangin pet ki bon ha ki bike ki kali asam di bani yo i ha to garage tingin dalayo ka custody ju nin sa pet ban le ba search tingin suspect ba kila bende bagi ni kali ki bato na asam nang to bre bagi si imat ki si ira ini kali sa Bangladesh te kata bro ka jing toket kan sawan bahas kaman te menta te kita mentahi bang ila register ke FIR ki tenang ni pada ingin dalayo ka custody kan saya ka jing toket kaman.
In a sharp political attack, Congress MLA Sudip Roy Barman has raised allegations against Tripura Mota Supremo Pradyot Kishore Barman, accusing him of misleading the innocent people of Tripura to fulfill personal political ambitions. According to Barman, Tripura Mota Party, an ally of the ruling BJP, has fallen into the trap laid by the central government and is using it for his own gains. During a press conference held at Tripura Pradesh Congress Bhavan, Barman referred to a recently concluded special package for extremist groups, saying that the central and state governments have declared a Rs 250 crore package after holding a meeting in Delhi with two extremist organizations, NLFT and ATTF. However, he pointed out that neither the previous Left Front government nor the current BJP-led Tripura government announced any relief packages for those displaced due to insurgency issues. Instead, the government prioritized extremist groups, leaving displaced people neglected. This, Barman claimed, shows how indifferent the current administration is towards the real issues. He criticized the government for pretending to care about the welfare of the indigenous people while ignoring their actual needs.
এর মধ্যে এক মার্ডার কেসের আসামে যে ৩-৪ মাস জেল কেটে বেরিয়েছে তাকেও হয়েছে, তাকেও করা হয়েছে পঞ্চায়েত সমিতির চেয়ারপারসন। এখানে দুজনের কথা উল্লেখ করলাম, খুব নোংরা ছবি আজকে আশিসবাবুর কাছে ঘুরে ঘুরে এসছে। আমার বক্তব্য হচ্ছে, এরা মহিলা, তাদেরকে নিয়ে এরকম ভাবে এক্সপ্লয়টেশন, এবং কারা করলো এটা ইনভেস্টিগেশন থেকে বের করে আনতে হবে এবং দৃষ্টান্তমূলক শাস্তি প্রদান করতে হবে। এবং ইমিডিয়েটলি এই যে দুজনের ফটো বেরিয়েছে তাদের তাদের কোনো নৈতিক দায়িত্ব নেই তাদের এই গুরুত্বপূর্ণ সাংবিধানিক পোস্টে বসে জনসেবা করার জন্য। কাজে ইমিডিয়েটলি দে শুড বি আস্কড টু রিজাইন, লেট রিপ্লেসমেন্ট বি দেয়ার, এবং যারা এই সমস্ত ন্যাক্কারজনক ঘটনার সাথে যারা জড়িত তাদেরকে খুঁজে বের করে দৃষ্টান্তমূলক শাস্তি প্রদান করবেন বলে আমরা বিশ্বাস করি। এই হচ্ছে মোটামুটি আজকের কয়েকটি বিষয়বস্তুর ব্যাপারে। এখন আমি অনুরোধ করব মাননীয় সভাপতি উনি আপনাদেরকে অ্যাড্রেস করবেন।
That's all we have for now. For more news and updates, keep watching Hornbill TV.